The Cub is a short indie game, part of a larger story that the developers are building with a few other games. In this, you are playing a child in a side-scrolling platformer through the post-apocalyptic remains of Earth. They used a lot of different games and shows to stylize the game, so you may find some similarities you enjoy while playing. I've played through the entirety, taking almost 3 hours. Sit back and let me tell you about what the game has to offer before giving it a personal rating at the end.
You call this period the Great Ecological Catastrophe.
The planet has been run down and destroyed by humanity. A few of the higher-ups and wealthy were able to escape to Mars. All but a few left behind died due to the harsh conditions of the planet. You are one such survivor. A young child taken in by wolves and changed by your environment so you can survive the new hazards on the planet. Running around the forest one day, you notice a big rocket coming from space, landing near your home.
Whoa. For him, this turned into an obsessive safari hunt.
The Cub is presented in a cute, cartoony way, but has quite a bit of darkness around the game. Old, decomposed corpses lying around everywhere, vicious animals roaming around ready to kill you if you get too close. Whenever you fail to escape or go where you're not supposed to, a small cave drawing appears depicting your downfall, and you're running away from people trying to hunt you down. They will try and shoot you with a dart or kidnap you with nets. The controls aren't complicated. Playing entirely with one hand on the PC, you move, jump, crouch, and climb. It's a side-scrolling platformer pitting you against the environment, from spikes at the bottom of a pit to violent animals wanting to take a bite out of you or trample you into the ground. If you do happen to fail a timed jump and die, the game will put you back close to where you died for another attempt. Some places throw surprises at you that you might not react fast enough to, causing you to die and try again multiple times to get through a section.
Here we go.
The Cub remembers little about life before everything died. While playing, they will find newspapers or letters left behind, giving some sense of what happened before the end. These items also work as the collectibles in the game. If you keep an eye out, it's not tough to collect them all. You can also look through different environments to draw a good conclusion of what life was like and how it went from billboards and TVs.
Hello, all you Martians out there. It's time for another round of radio nostalgia from Mars.
While playing, you will constantly hear a radio station broadcasting from Mars. The DJ will talk a little bit about current news, giving you an idea of what life is like up there, and play some interesting music. There will also be people coming on to talk about a special story about their life. Those weren't as entertaining.
Crying while riding a Harley Davidson is the actual meaning of life.
The Cub is a very short story trying to make a point. There was a lot of finger pointing at real-life things around today, with the name mixed up a little, but still obvious who they meant, like Goop Goal, for instance. I didn't care for the idea of real-world politics and such put into the story. Other than that, it was an interesting tale. The animations were alright, you can tell what you're looking at. Not a whole lot of detail was put into the characters and animals. It was easy to tell where I could jump with the different shadings of objects, even if they sometimes all looked alike. When I first started playing, I had a tough time trying to get the environment noises and the radio to a complementary volume. Starting off, it was an extreme sensory overload, making it hard to focus on anything happening in the game. The radio could be silenced completely in the menu, but it had an importance to the story being told at times, and some of the music was good, so I didn't want it to go away completely. It was a quick few hours before I was done with the game. They didn't drag on, and it was entertaining enough, but I don't see any reason at all to pick the game back up. I did miss a couple achievements, but I was able to find all the collectibles and experience the entire story. This feels like a one-and-done kind of game. Have you played this or any of the other games Demagog Studios have created for their world? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And that brings us to the ratings. Visuals are coming out at a 3. The story was okay, I'm giving it a 2. Gameplay was repetitive and simple, going with another 2. Like I said, no replayability, that's a 0. Overall fun, it's a 2. Giving the Cub an overall score of 1.8 out of 5. I'm throwing it on the bottom shelf. Nothing really stuck out as amazing to me. Since you made it this far, you might as well check out some of the other indie games I've reviewed over there. I know there are some really good ones on that list.